Hey, 5 hours later, it's 7:30. We made it to Munich. We just checked in. This hotel was actually like right across the train station, so super convenient. We're on the 4th floor, so it's not as much of a view. It's just the street, and the street doesn't look great. We also have dinner reservations at 8. I didn't know this when I booked it, but the restaurant is literally actually in the hotel. We can actually take time to relax before heading downstairs. We're at the restaurant. We walked just downstairs. It's classic German food, so I'm gonna get the crispy breaded chicken. All right, we got my food. Then that's the crispy pork belly. I don't know what is that, sauerkraut? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, today marks our first day in Germany. Plan is to just get to the area that we're having lunch. It's a 14-minute walk, and then from there we're gonna go to like the old town and we'll see what we have time for. We are here at the restaurant. Still rainy. This is her.
Looking for in the city. I think Hauptbahnhof.
The one day like that. Much less of a thing here.
So we wrapped up lunch and now we're at Marienplatz, and you can see the building behind me. On Sunday, pretty much everything is closed, but the Weihnachtsmarkt is still open.
Cash only, because like I don't have cash.
The classic. From Marienplatz, we just walked over here and we're going to go to the Residence. It's 1:30. The museum here closes at 5. We have tickets for another one now and closes a bit later at 6. So that's the plan for now. Oh my God, fingers crossed. So we went the wrong way around the first time. There actually wasn't an entrance there. Kind of walked past the entrance already. This is where we just were. We had come from that side of the street, and now we have to just kind of walk through where the actual entrance is. Still trying to find the entrance. If we get lost, at least we're enjoying the atmosphere. Okay, so I just got tickets for the museum. The line for the museum was like insanely long. So I just went to the theater and got the same tickets as I would. The line was literally like 4 or 5 people, moved quite fast. And now I'm heading back to where Jeremy is waiting in line still. So let's see how far Jeremy has gotten. It did kind of move, but we should be able to skip the line.
Created a number of fine works for the court.
Yeah, you can go in. Yeah, go in. Would you buy this model replica of a Bavarian kingdom?
Maybe not this size.
I'm getting sleepy. I didn't have coffee, so I'm losing my energy. What is this room for? Like, why? I think now we're just gonna walk around the markets and head to the next museum. I don't know if it would have been worth it if we had to wait like 30, 40 plus minutes. Because we did get the tickets at the other spot, it's definitely worth it. While walking to the museum, we encountered yet another market, of course. This one is so cute. It just has like themes. Any building stall. And like over there, there's one with the castle, and there's one with like a circus tent over there. Super, super cool. This is so interesting. That was a really long walk, but we made it. This is the Alte Pinakothek. I am definitely saying that wrong. Oh! On Sundays, the ticket is €1. This is so warm in here. It's a regained feeling in my face. Okay, we just left the museum. It's almost closing. We're gonna take an Uber to another Christmas market that's a bit further up north. We just got dropped off by the Uber. When in doubt, just follow people who look like they know what they're doing. What a trek. It started hailing like 3 minutes in our walk, but we made it. It's in this like park and field, and our Uber dropped us off at the front, so that's why we had to walk all the way in. Looking a bit empty, probably because of the weather. I'm gonna check out what's in this tent. I don't know if you guys can see what's on me. It looks like ice and snow. Today we're going to Neuschwanstein and a couple of churches. We're doing like a bus tour, so it's from 8:30 to 6:30. We're about to head downstairs to the lobby for some breakfast. This is our breakfast for the day. IRMI got some heartier breakfast. We're at the bus station right now. We're waiting to board. It's chaotic. We just got off of the bus. It was an hour and a 15-minute ride. We've arrived in the town of Oberammergau. If you can see behind me is where they did the Passion Play. So basically every 10 years, they would put on a play about Jesus and everything because they promised that they would do that if the plague would end. It is so snowy right now. The streets are just covered in snow. It's super quaint and pretty. We're just walking around now looking at different murals on these buildings that apparently tell a story. But since I'm on a Chinese tour, I literally cannot understand what the background is. It's so cute. And it's so quiet. We've arrived and you can see the castle somewhere in the background. And then this is leading into the town. We're gonna have a few hours here. I think it's 4 hours. The rest of the group was going to the lake, but since the weather is so nice, I didn't want to chance it, so we're just gonna go take the walk up right now. There were horse carriages also at the bottom, but there was a huge line for them, so I didn't want to wait. There's the castle behind me. So we chose not to get the tickets because a lot of people said it wasn't worth it to go inside. And the tour said it was only like 20-30 minutes. So it didn't seem like there was much to see inside anyway. I think we're just going to keep walking a little bit up there, closer to the top. This is going to be one of the better views that we get. Overall, the whole walk took us around 30 minutes. Officially at the top, the castle's right here. I'm actually standing by where the exit is. Over there is where the bridge would be if it were open. So you can see it's honestly gated quite well. Unfortunately, it is a bit limiting to come at this time of the year because the weather can be turbulent and cause those closures. We're kind of at the entrance at the top now where you can see like the orange facing part of the building. We're now just waiting in this line. Someone just proposed. After waiting in that line, we finally got our photos, and the person who took our photos took really good ones. And this is the view on the other side. We have fulfilled our mission here. That was to essentially just check out what we could, see what was up here, and get a closer look of the front of the castle and hopefully get some good photos. I got some munchkins at the stop. Back at the base right now, just admiring this one last time. We just got off the horse carriage and right away we just started walking up this path. We're almost at the top at this point. A lot of stairs again. You can actually see both castles at once. Actually a good amount of people up here. I think it's just a really good view overall. We walk down and then back out to the lake. This is the Alpensee. Are those the Alps in the back? That's TBD. It's 2:30. We still haven't eaten, so we're gonna go look for some food. So we're walking down back that way, kind of where the tour buses stop. That there is the line for the horse carriages on the way up. We're back at this place. Apparently they had bratwurst. This is what he had in mind. So we got more food. It is much colder here. This is the inside of it. It's so cold in here. Heading back now to the bus. The bus is at least slightly heated, trying to make it so we can have some time to shop in the city. This is where it all started, the OG Wieskirche. Look at that. Were they just short back then? You had to crawl a little bit. As you can see, it is hailing, snowing again. Got dropped off right outside our hotel after the tour. Ended up getting back a bit early, so we do have some time to go back into the old town and do a bit of shopping. It is raining back at the old town. We got chocolate covered strawberries again and sugar covered strawberries. Is it like hummus? Exactly. My camera is officially at 2% and about to die. So this is one last look at everything. Today is Christmas Eve. We're going to another part of the city after grabbing some breakfast. And because everything wraps up early, we'll probably head back in early. Right now we're at Karlsplatz, so we actually haven't gone to this area yet. It's still really busy here. Everything is open for now, but this is where we're going. Apparently it's like a department store. The girl at Sephora told me to come here to find the Dyson. I just came out of the department store with a little purchase. This is the Dyson Airwrap that I've been wanting, just because mine obviously only works in like the US and Mexico and Canada and Taiwan, weirdly. And I hate using these hotel hair dryers, and it's a bit cheaper here anyway, so I'm considering it a good investment. It's honestly quite busy compared to what I thought it would be like on Christmas Eve, but I think that's considering it's still like a time when things are open. There are still things to do, so it's kind of your last chance to get some shopping done and eat out and snack on stuff before everything shuts down. And bonus points for this little stand I saw yesterday, matching structure as the church behind it, which is so cute. The clock figures are supposed to turn at 11 and 12. They're doing it. Do you see it? This is Maximilianstrasse. This is kind of the other end, basically, of the Marienplatz, Maximilianstrasse on the other side. It's getting a bit quiet too because we're heading into like the afternoon. So we'll probably just browse around and walk around and then head back to the hotel. This area is also really, really crowded. There's still a lot of festivities here. Got our usual.
So good, man.
They ran out of strawberries, but they didn't run out of the tanghulu strawberries, so he got that one. I got a dark chocolate banana. Okay, it is so dark out. It's only 5 something. We were resting at the hotel, and then we're just heading out for dinner now. The restaurant that we're going to is only 13-minute walk from the hotel, so we decided to just take a little walk out. We're here at the restaurant. It opens at 5:30, so actually we're just on time. This is our Christmas Eve meal. We've got some tofu with minced meat, some eggplants on the side, veggies, and then we have another big thing coming out in a bit. Jeremy's been craving Asian food hard. Our last dish came and she looks really spicy. Dinner was good. It was quite satisfying. Actually, I was really surprised about the quality.
Love it. It's not too expensive for the price. For
Yeah.
the amount of food we got.
So good that Jeremy got more food to go. I am so full that I did have to opt for the dessert to go. It's kind of nice to be walking this off just a little bit. This is my dessert for the night, some brown sugar rice cakes, which I'm gonna enjoy with a show. Today's Christmas, we're going to Austria. Everything in Munich is closed, but in Salzburg, everything is still open, even through Boxing Day, just with limited hours. So we're gonna go to the train station right now, catch a train, and in 2 hours, we'll be in a different country. We just got off the train, off the station in Salzburg. The first thing we're doing is heading to Mirabell Palace. It's about a 13-minute walk from the station itself. We reached the garden area, so there's apparently like a palace, and they have a rose garden out front too. A lot of mythical horse themes going on. We've got the Pegasus here and the unicorns over there. We're at the intersection here where there's actually a church built in 1702 at that end over there, and then that's Mozart's old house. And then if you walk over here across the bridge, we can get to the Altstadt, or the Old Town. We opted to go this way, and then from here there's this path to the bridge. The bridge has blocks. Some people put their initials in there. See more of the mountains here and some of the old architecture on this side of the river as well. Here at the start of the Old Town now. Over here you've got a lot of Mozart themed like museums and souvenir shops. And I think that's also a museum, might be where he was born. The street's got some shops and restaurants and bakeries and things like that all the way until the other end of the stretch. It's so bright and sunny, I can't even see it when I'm filming. And we are walking to one of the old town squares near here where the Christmas market's supposed to be open pretty much all day today. This is the Salzburger Christkindlmarkt. It is poppin', like going on a hunt. Some drinks over here. This is our first one here. We're getting something called a Bauernkappen, and we're gonna try the Houndsburger. This is what it looks like. Look at that cheese. Okay, thank you. Jeremy wants you guys to know it's $10.50. After trying those things, I'm quite full, even though I shouldn't be, because there's so many other things that I want to try. This main section here is where the food is, but there's also another square with more stalls, so we might head there after checking the rest of this perimeter out. Now we're heading into the other section of this whole thing. You already know what I had to get. I'm so excited about this. This is the most interesting selection of pretzels. We're going to go to the fortress. It's actually this structure up there, but I need to figure out how people got up there. We're walking up now. There's a tram you can take up and down. You can also walk up through these alleys. It's about a 20-minute walk. Ended up getting a ticket. This is the tram. That was such a fast ride. Now we're in another line. We took the elevator up here. It just reminds me of those little like fortress towns in like Lord of the Rings. Our little ticket comes entrance to the museum. This is the entirety of the fortress. Now this section is dedicated to the Middle Ages. Kind of interesting because the Archbishop was the primary ruler. There's also like little stalls, but I don't think they're open. I guess typically if it weren't the holidays, these little stalls out here would be open too. We're going into St. George's Church right now. Oh. There really is a decent amount to explore out here. We've been here for a few hours now and didn't expect to still be walking around with undiscovered areas. The city view is really cool. Like just knowing that you're at the fortress adds to it. That's where we came from when we first saw the fortress in full view. We're on the side now where there's a view of the mountain ranges here. Instead of taking the elevator back down to where we came from, we're opting to take the long way. This is the line to load up on the cars. So we made our way down from the fortress that you can see behind me now. We're going to check out the cathedral in the back over there. This is the Salzburg Cathedral. This is the entrance. After walking out of the Domplatz, we are here. We've got pretzels here. I'm a little bit tempted. We're really low on cash, so we're gonna try to fight the temptation. So we're gonna just try to find a cafe now. I'm going through these little passageways to get to the other side. It's around 4:23 right now, so the sun is kind of basically set. We just had some coffee and pastries at a really casual cafe, so we're going to just kill time to explore the other parts here of the old town before our dinner reservation. It looks much prettier at night when the lights are on. Since we have some time before dinner, figured we would go inside and see what it's like at St. Peter's Abbey. It's quite dark in here still. Candles are actually slowly being lit up one by one over there. So it actually did light up at 5:45. Now you can really see all the details. The bells are ringing. I don't know if you can hear me. On to our last stop for the night, which is dinner. We just get to walk through the market again. This is the restaurant that we're having dinner at. Got the fish soup with some bread chips. Finally got our food. Just finished our Christmas dinner. That was kind of interesting. The food wasn't bad. It was on the drier side, I guess, but there were a lot of interesting characters at the restaurant. And so now we're going to walk back to the train station to catch our 8:30 train. And we're taking a different route. Kind of means that we don't exactly know where we're going. A note about some of the restaurants in this part of Europe. I know this happens in Japan too, but sometimes they'll serve you things at the beginning and you might think it's like complimentary, like bread or butter or whatever, but they might actually charge you. Be prepared. After a 20-ish minute walk in 27 degrees weather, we are finally at the station. We have around 20 minutes to spare until the train departs. There's been a delay to our train, about a 20-minute delay. The supermarket's open, so we're gonna go in here. So our train isn't here yet. Actually on the platform now, the time did change again to our favor. It just moved back a couple of minutes. Hopefully we didn't accidentally miss it or anything. I'm gonna do a haul, our last minute supermarket run while we were waiting for our delayed train. I will start with the ladder popcorn. Cute little box, love the packaging. 2 boxes of Happy Hippos. A little bit harder to find these in the States. And then I got 3 different varieties of the Schogetten. I got hazelnut, I think, crunchy peanut butter, and strawberry. I got some of these too because I haven't had these in a while. Jeremy wanted to try them. More Kinder. I really like these actually, and it's a huge pack, so shareable. Jeremy got gummies. Look at this banana shape. They're actually in the shape of like the little fruit, which is so funny. That's it. We are finally back in München.
Where are we?
We're at the Hauptbahnhof. He's so mad. Can you wear his jacket properly? We're back. 10:30, so this is probably like the latest we've stayed out. I feel like usually by this time I'm already in bed. But yay, another country on our trip.